Hi, my name is Charles Binion, and today I'll be presenting my leadership interview. Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy, Rosa Parks, or Mother Teresa. What do all these women and men have in common? They were all leaders, using their time on this earth to change society in the most positive way. However, identifying a leader today is extremely hard because of the different characteristics and skills that go along with it. According to our class text, Exploring Leadership for College Students, their definition of authentic leadership was defined as being confident, hopeful, optimistic, transparent, future-oriented, and gives priority to developing associates to be leaders. Personally, I found Austin Acel, a senior at Ball State University, to be the perfect candidate for the relational leadership model because he identifies with all aspects of it. Those 5 aspects consist of being purposeful, inclusive, empowering, ethical, and process-oriented. He expresses all these qualities due to his organization, his communication skills, and his dedication to help all others. When Austin came on campus, he did not waste any time joining clubs or different organizations on campus. During his freshman year, he joined the American Sign Language and French Club, and later on was accepted into the resident assistant position and moved into La Follette for 2 years to be an RA. He is also currently the Secretary of Student Government Association, which is his biggest role so far as being a Ball State student. His role entitles him to take minutes during all of his meetings, talk to all different chapters in Indiana or in the Midwest, as well as dealing with all paperwork that might come through the organization. He is very process-oriented because he is in charge of specific and important tasks, and I believe that if there was not a position for him or he was not in his role that he is in today, the organization would be extremely hard to be part of, as well as frustrating and chaotic. Austin has always had a passion for leadership, founding a chapter of Pi Kappa Phi at Ball State University during his freshman year. He is a founding father, as well as the second initiated into his fraternity. It's a value-based type of fraternity, so it was the perfect fraternity for Austin to be a part of. His brothers would have been empowered by the mission of the fraternity, and without Austin's help, they may have not found that they have a social and philanthropic outlet in college. Austin believes that the fraternity will empower all of brothers to become more involved in the community in Muncie, as well as become an executive member and possibly much more later on in life. By my second day as a freshman, I already knew who Austin was because of his extremely inclusive persona. He is well-known through campus due to his high participation in events and organizations, as well as having a very large group of friends. According to the text, inclusive leaders create an understanding of how different groups or individuals might approach issues from different perspectives or frames, maintaining the attitudes that respect differences. He truly wants Ball State to become a better campus for all students with open-mindedness to create the most enjoyable environment. He later on during his interview talks about how in SGA they've opened the LGBTQ community to Ball State by making more trans awareness of students that are on campus that are possibly transsexual, or making more gender-neutral bathrooms, which I find extremely important, especially in today's times. Personally, being part of a fraternity and taking numerous leadership courses, I've noticed how important it is to lead on with ethics to find a group of people who will support you in any cause that you are interested in. Austin gave an example of his true empowerment skills by stating that during his time as a treasurer of his high school, he had to be extremely responsible when handling any cash, going to events that dealt with money, or making sure that all balances came out correct. He translated those responsible skills during his time as a resident assistant, as well as having a position in his fraternity and becoming the secretary of the Student Government Association. The conversation I had with Austin gave me a new perspective of leadership and who the true leaders are of Ball State. Acel reflects a relational leadership model because he is process-oriented, purposeful in his actions, and empowers those around him while keeping his beliefs and values ethical. Acel has gone above and beyond what average students do today and truly shows by looking at Ball State today. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.